Welcome back to Morning Mix. It is a Wealth Wednesday, and we are again joined by certified financial planner Will Rogers to discuss how you might be able to help open your children's eyes to the gift of giving.
That's right, Will. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming on the show. I like this topic, and this is important, I think, for kids to kind of join in on. Let's talk about the main areas to discuss here.
All right, because you want to bring to mind with your children, why do you give? And different ways to give, the importance of having your own savings set up and where you're on track. You want to talk about giving and volunteering together, and then maybe looking at creating a family foundation.
All right, so why you give, it might seem self-evident, but not always to the kids. So what do they need to know as far as why they should give?
And what are the challenges that the folks are facing that you're helping? You really want them to understand the importance of it, and you want to talk early and often about sharing knowledge, abilities, possessions, and wealth. And giving should really be a process, a regular routine, not something that just happens once. And embracing giving. It should not be a chore or homework. Make it where it's fun. Make it where they're enjoying it.
And it might be easier for your child to want to give when it's a cause they care about. What needs to happen for parents to kind of figure out what their child likes? Well,
you absolutely want to do it together. So you might start with something that you enjoy or you know what you're doing, but then ask what they want to do. And as you're coming up with different ideas, it might be their classmates or animals, the environment, some folks that are hungry, maybe something totally off the wall that you would not have thought of. But if it's important to your child, run with it. And especially if your child has some abilities that they can run with, if they're good at cooking, all right, have them cook. If they like talking, one of the things that my daughter Katie did was she did the introductions for Junior Achievement because she liked to talk. And so she hosted one of the Junior Achievement Awards banquets when she was like 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those examples, obviously, we're not talking just financially. We're talking community as well. We're talking just giving in general is what we're talking about here.
Right. And to just help your neighbor, love your neighbor, go out and give some love where if it's an organization that you see, or it might be one of your neighbors that you're just sitting and visiting with and listening to just share some love with them.
That's right. Now, you mentioned disciplined saving. Just a little earlier. What is that? Why is it important?
This is where you want to make sure that you teach your child to save for themselves first and then give to others, just so they're not giving everything away, and then when they need that money for stuff that's going to come up, they're not dependent on somebody else. I really like the idea of save, share, and then spend. And so save, share, and then spend on yourself and do the stuff. Simple way of making it work.
It's not selfish to put yourself in front, especially in terms like this.
That's absolutely right. And let's talk about a family foundation. How can this be beneficial?
Family foundation can give you a targeted focus that you may look at contributing to for years and years. And it's something that can really have this lasting impact. It's not necessarily this big tax break or something that some folks might be thinking. It's just the idea of, hey, this is a cause that's important enough to us that we're going to have a foundation that if others want to give to, it's directing resources to that. If folks want to make that bigger difference and pull the community in, or something that's going to last more than your lifetime.
So now what would you say would be, and I know we've just gone through these steps here, if a parent is out there and you know what, I got to get my kids onto this path of giving, what's that very first step they need to take?
The very first step is meet your child where they're at. If you're forcing the child into doing something, that they might rebel, but if there's something that they would like to help out, ask your child, who do you think we should help today? Just real simple. Who do you think we should help today? And if they want to help the turtles, my son William, we're walking across the ice in Wisconsin this time of year. He was 8 years old, and he picks up this stick, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, Dad, the beaver dam right there. We need to help the beavers out. And he just placed the stick on top of the beaver dam.
That's perfect.
Yeah, just meet your kids where they're at.
And just have those conversations early.
Great way to start.
Thanks, Will. We appreciate it. We do have Will's information there on your screen if you're interested in learning more or getting a hold of him.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it, bud.
Love it.
Let's check in.